Good. Here we go. Back in this, John. We back. Hold on. Here we go. All right, we back. Sorry for the technical difficulties again. We're gonna start this show over for y'all. Once again, it's your boy, the Coach Reg. It's my co-host, my counterpart, my day one, A1, my man, JB the Kid One. We are B&B on the clock. We are here. Happy pre-Thanksgiving to everyone. Yeah, man, we were live and we had some technical difficulties, but we are back live again. We're gonna jump right into the show. I know we normally do what's going on in our lives. We did that on the first part, but we jumping right back into the show. So let's start talking about this NBA. Let's get right into it. We're talking about your Lakers. Let's go there. Yeah. We're not gonna leave it now. We're gonna get right back on that.
Okay, so that's the clarity. So they seen me ask the question about the Thanksgiving and all that good stuff. They gonna be able to see that, or we gonna talk about that?
We'll do that at the end. We'll talk about that at the end. We'll put that in.
Okay, we go. Yeah, so we're gonna put the beginning and the end. That's how we gonna do this. Okay, so boom. So let's talk about the Lakers. Yeah, absolutely. So just for the record, I'm just as flabbergasted as the rest of you guys. I don't know what's going on. I will say a couple of things. Like, it doesn't help that LeBron James has been injured with dealing with that abdominal strain for the past I think it was like 7 games or whatever.
Right.
That didn't really help the issue either. But it's like the play calling and the coaching. Vogel, I don't think he's kind of over his head. I don't think he knows how to coach Russ personally. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, Russ doesn't fit in his system. Instead of going to get it, like, if he would got like I would rather John Wall at this point. You know what I mean? Like,
wow.
At this point, and here's the thing: I love Russell Westbrook. He's like, I was a big Derrick Rose fan, and I felt like he was a second coming of Derrick Rose. He just didn't get injured. That's all. So my thing with Russ is like, when he's on the court with LeBron, he plays a whole lot better because he knows LeBron is the one that's in control.
Okay.
But he's out there freelancing, doing his own thing. Now, against the Pistons, they're 4-12, I think. Who cares? Like, he went off, he did his thing. Big whoop. Everybody know Carmelo won the game for us, be real. But as far as like the whole like Malice in the Palace 2, whatever you want to call it, I was a fan of it, like I said, growing up. Like, that's the way I seen basketball getting dirty. Now, the biggest question was it a dirty play? LeBron is not stupid. Okay, he knew that dude was all breathing on his neck. He got mad at the boy, and he gave him like, yo, back up off me type of move. We've seen it all the time. It's just like, that's the crazy part. It was like everybody was shocked. I was like, bro, we've seen this happen. Dwight Howard literally did it to Kobe Bryant. Like, he swung his elbows to get Kobe to back him off and call him 2 times in the jaw. So I was like, the crazy part is like, it's not like we never seen this happen before. We never seen it from LeBron. And that's why everybody made up a big deal. Like, should he get suspended, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I knew that Adam Silver was going to make a point, but I knew old buddy was good. I saw he should have got more games, but he was blowing over coaches and going crazy and all that. Like, bro, like, I didn't feel like all that was necessary.
It's like, he took an elbow to the eye, bleeding.
Yeah, I get that. I'm saying, but like, here's the thing. Reggie, we playing. I'm posting you up, whatever. I hit you in the elbow or the eye. You fall down all dramatic or whatever. You check, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I come behind you. I'm like, hey, yo, my fault. Hey, I'm talking to you face to face. Then all of a sudden, now you see blood. Now you want to go crazy when everybody trying to hold you back. That's not a good look. Like, that was my thing. Like, if you had a beat, bro, say like, everybody has had a beef with LeBron. It's always gotten a trap in his face or whatever. Always said something. Or LeBron was to them. It's never been like, oh, let me wait till I get behind my boys real quick. The boy had Cade Cunningham trying to hold him back, first of all. Like, bro, sit down. Like, but you know what I'm saying? It's all good. I think the Lakers play him actually like on a Sunday or something like that.
Something like
again.
that. Yeah, something like that.
I think both of them too. Like nobody should be doing his little special too. So we gonna see. Uh, but yeah, man. I just for retrospect, I remember when the Heat were down bad when LeBron went to the Heat and they were down bad. It was the same narrative on that team. Like we put all these people together, can they blend and all that good stuff, and they made some noise. So I just feel like if they're gonna keep this core, big if, they'll figure. I think they're gonna figure it out. But I think we expect them to come out the gate running. Unlike the segue over to the Warriors, where it's not one man that's the system. The system is the Steve Kerr system. So it's a plug and play. Like we talk about all the time. Andrew Wiggins, okay, Harrison Barnes. These are some of the forwards that were over there, right? So I feel like that's the difference. So LeBron is the system where you got like the people like places like the Warriors or like Utah or whatever that have systems in place or whatever.
Yeah.
That's like right now, for instance, the Mavs are running around Luka. They don't have a system right now.
Right.
So like once they get back like a Rick Carlisle type system or whatever, or like the Popovich way, we always say stuff like that. Places that have coaches and game plan that stood the test of time. Like obviously Steve Kerr knows what he's doing because he's won 3 championships with this team.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's legit. He has got rid of players have left. It's been
Is it 4?
He's got 3.
3 or is it 4?
Because KD got 2 and Steph had 1.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yes, sir.
But that's my take on it. I feel it'd be okay if they do keep. Now, I would be surprised because I've seen everybody knows I don't feel the Lakers really can get anybody. I wouldn't be surprised if LeBron somehow makes another trade. Notice I didn't say the GM of the Lakers, Rob Pelinka. I said LeBron because LeBron was like, "Yo, Russ got to go." But now I feel like he has a point to prove because he had a choice he literally could have got Dame. He could have got Buddy Hield. But he wanted to get Russ. So apparently he has no choice but to make it work. And I feel like if he trades Russ away, that's like, who told you it wasn't going to work? That kind of thing. I don't think LeBron wants that on his face, personally. But I think the Lakers are going to be fine, especially in the playoff time. I think it's going to be a totally different story. And I don't think we're 100% healthy. I want to see Trevor Ariza.
Yeah, he doesn't come back until after Christmas. He doesn't come back until after Christmas.
He's another player I want to see, like, how they work in the system. But, like, the piece they have around him, like Wayne Ellington, you know what I'm saying? He does his little thing or whatever. I tell 6 man of the year, Carmelo. No questions asked. That man was about the best thing we did.
So far.
He was the best. He was the best pickup so far because I don't know where we'd be without him sometimes.
So here's my take on the Lakers. And I mean, it's what I thought it would be starting out. I didn't think they would be this juggernaut that a lot of people thought they would be. I really thought they would struggle because at the end of the day, Russ is ball dominant. And Russ needs the ball to be successful. But Bron also needs the ball to be successful. The offense has to run.
I disagree.
Hold on, hear me out. Everywhere Bron's been, he's been the dominant ball handler. You look at every time he's won, he's been the dominant playmaker. Even when he played with Kyrie, he was still the dominant playmaker. And Kyrie does what Kyrie does, which is play off the ball. Kyrie's not a true point. And I love Kyrie, but it's not a true point. He plays off the ball better than he does on the ball. That's what Brooklyn's missing also. We're going to talk about that too. But with Bron, he doesn't need the ball to be successful. He needs the ball to make everyone else successful. Like, he's a real floor general. Russ, them 10 to 12 assists he get. Listen, Russ does Russ things. But with a team with Bron, Russ is not the I'm off the ball. I can score whenever I want. Like, nah, it doesn't. It doesn't really fit. And who's really upsetting me most on the Lakers team is Anthony Davis. He has to be playing at an MVP level for this team really to be successful, and he's not. He's not. He's just not. He's playing. He's playing above average, but Anthony Davis has so much more talent and skill than everyone else. If he plays at that superstar MVP type level, the Lakers are a real problem. But when he's not playing like that, this is what you get. Especially with Bron out. Again, Bron missed 7 games. Now he missed the game last night, even though they won. I think they won last night because I didn't finish watching it. But they lost last night to the Knicks. See, I didn't finish watching it. When I was watching it, they had Fort all the way back from down 25, and it was making it a game. So I thought they was gonna close it out. So again, that right there, I definitely don't like the coach. I don't like the coach. I've never liked the coach, even though he won one, but he won in the bubble, and I didn't like the coach then. I don't like him now. Frank Vogel's not listen, I'm not going to say he's bad, but I'm not going to say he's good either. I'm just going to say I don't like the coach. And I don't think the coach fits what they're trying to do. If you want to talk about Golden State, listen, Steph does Steph things. And Steph is playing at an MVP level. And he's making it look very easy. And everybody, and you know what did them really good? You know what Golden State really good? All them young guys got to play real minutes last year. And they got to play into that play-in where they got a chance to get into the playoffs. And that was what built their confidence. Like, them young boys can go. And just realize, I know everybody else has said it, I'm going to say it too. That angry light-skinned dude is coming back because Clay is angry. Like, he ain't feeling nothing that nobody been saying about the Warriors for the past couple years. He ain't feeling nothing about that whole 75 list. Like, he got a real chip on the shoulder. If the Warriors win a championship this season, just know we're going to hear Draymond mouth forever. Just know we're going to hear Draymond mouth forever.
He said it.
He said it. I agree with him because listen, if they win it, because the dynasty is supposed to be over. When KD left, the dynasty was supposed to end.
I ain't going to hold you. I'm giving me a Golden State Warriors jersey if they win it this year. You heard it here first, people. I've been fighting to get this Steph Curry jersey, bro, but I might have to get it this year because what I love, honestly, about sports is I grew up with the triangle offense. Mm-hmm. I grew up with Greg Popovich doing it the Popovich way. Hell, I grew up with the Belichick way. So I grew up in watching these systems and seeing everything work so fluidly.
Right.
So what I liked about Frank Vogel, right, that year that we did win, even though everybody said, oh, it's a bubble, because if your team would have won the bubble, you wouldn't be saying that, so I don't want to hear nothing.
I wasn't saying it was the bubble. I was just saying they won in the bubble. I wasn't saying it like that.
But I love everybody, like, for instance, we know Mike D'Antoni, 7 seconds or less. That's his system. And it works. Mm-hmm. It works. Frank Vogel is known for his defense and getting the best out of that's how Alex Caruso became Alex Caruso.
He balled in Chicago too. He balled in Chicago, just to point that out.
We should get an F for free agency for letting him walk. Just off that alone. I don't care who we signed, who we traded for, we should get an F for letting Caruso. Man, I was so mad when I seen that. The fact that we didn't want to match. Come on. What?
Listen,
what? Oh,
I got another team I want to talk about too, but it actually involves the Lakers as well.
But I would say, just go over it though. But yeah, my Lakers will be fine. But I would so obviously who we got. The West is looking pretty decent. I can't wait to see Jamal Murray back, honestly. That's gonna be good. But going over to the East is actually my conference to watch this year. I love it. There's a lot of things happening. Anything can happen in the East for today.
So can we talk about Washington? Can Can we talk? Can we
Yeah.
talk about the first place Wizards? Can we talk about the first place Wizards?
Are they first place still?
Yeah.
Are you sure not for real? The Hornets didn't pass them up?
No. Wizards in first place. And they getting the most out of Montrez. They getting the most out of Kuz. These dudes that wasn't playing in LA. These dudes that wasn't getting burned in LA, especially Montrez. I don't understand how you sign Montrez in the offseason and then don't play him. They don't use him. Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. No, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't. That's not accurate no more.
Who the first place now?
The Nets.
First place in the East?
The Eastern Conference.
I swear the Nets was barely a game above 500.
Don't look at it as right.
Oh, no, they are.
So I know you're right. So you were right because we were both wrong. Cause at one point it was the
Hornets.
Bulls. It was the Bulls or Hornets. They were back and forth, but Bulls or Hornets, and then it was the Wizards. And the Wizards took the first place, and then the Nets happened for a little bit. But I'm looking at this right. Number one, we got the Nets. I expect that. We got a team with KD and James Harden. I expect that. I honestly, Steve Nash is the head coach. Steve Nash can coach. I like him. The Heat. I think you predicted that.
I said the Heat. Was going to be.
Yeah.
Said the Heat was going to be different.
Honestly, it's not who you think it is. It's Tyler Hero.
Oh no, it's Tyler Hero. It's all Tyler Hero. Like
it's Tyler. Tyler Hero. Yeah, he's putting on. I thought it was going to be Kyle Lowry. Honestly, I thought Tyler Hero has carried that team. Then we got the Bulls.
Who I like
here from the Bulls.
Who I like the Bulls a lot. I like the Bulls a lot.
That's some 2K type stuff they doing over there. I ain't gonna lie. That's the.
Listen, I like how Lonzo playing. I like how DeRozan's playing. Zach LaVine is a star. Like, if you don't think Zach,
I'm about to say whoever don't think that is something wrong with it. Because
Zach's a star.
Shout out to Lonzo Ball.
Listen, he want to get outdone by baby bro. I keep telling everybody that's an incentive, man. That make you want to go, man. Listen, that sibling rivalry right there, man. Listen, he wouldn't fix everything.
I don't think it's more of a sibling rivalry. I just think it was like legit. To me, Lonzo made the money move to come out of college, but I don't think he was ready just yet.
He wasn't ready.
Because like it was a lot of stuff. Like even though it was a great money move, you knew the Lakers had a number 2 pick or that year. You're from LA. You're a Lakers fan. Your dad's doing all this hoopla talking. Now what I would say about his dad was right.
Oh, he was right.
His dad said with the offense to thrive in, and now it's the offense he's playing in, and he's doing his thing. I'm like, on both sons too, like just run and gun. That's it.
Yes. That's it. That's how they were supposed to play.
That's all he said.
That's how they were supposed to play.
I was like, bro. I was like, yo, this is crazy. But the Wizards are doing pretty good. I just like it's not just like you said, Montrez, he's doing his thing. Montrez always gonna get his. You know what I'm saying? He gets solid minutes.
Yeah.
But Kuzma, he's always, once he's starting, everybody knows Kuzma is a good starter. Right? Who else was it? But they're Bradley built like it's a surprise. I would say that. Hornets is my team. I love Hornets is my team. The Knicks are always like they need to put their head down and start getting out some games though, because they can't hold a lead though. But and then we got the Bucks and the Celtics and the Sixers. Hey man, y'all number 9. But I know it's not for last. I know it's not for last. Yeah,
especially when the big fella come back. Especially when the big fella come back.
Yeah, no. That's what it's crazy.
Big fella comes back Saturday. Big fella come back Saturday, everything changes.
It's like, I think we were talking about it right before going to Ben Simmons. Like, it's crazy how this team was built for Joel Embiid, right? It just goes to
But
show
it
you
wasn't
should win
though.
MVP.
But it wasn't
It goes to show you
though.
should. But listen, the team was built for Joel Embiid. If you think about it,
Now
because
wait.
hear me out. Because I'm saying, because look at how the team is doing without Ben Simmons with Joel
Oh
Embiid
yeah.
playing.
Yeah.
Right?
Listen.
That's what I said. Like, if the team was built for Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons just so happened to be a co-star on the team that was built for Joel Embiid. That's the narrative that needs to be pushed.
Well, so the narrative that was originally pushed was this team was built for Ben Simmons because they had to put shooters around him because he can't shoot. So you have to put shooters around the guy who can't shoot. But here's the thing. The team is built for Joel because you put shooters around a dominant post who can be dominant.
Dwight Howard on Orlando.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have Rashard Lewis, Hedo Turkoglu, and all them. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like I was
listen.
Everybody, this team would be for Ben Simmons. No, it's for Joel Embiid because you get double or triple T. I'm kicking it out. You make the basket. We go back there and play defense. That's simple as that. Like,
I love the way the Sixers play. I love Tyrese Maxey. I'm happy to never see Ben Simmons again, to be honest. Like, man. I will say,
that was a nice little find right there, boy. I ain't gonna lie. Tyrese Maxey.
I've been saying this.
Good.
Yeah, I've been saying this for 4 years that Ben Simmons shouldn't have been a Sixer. So for me, seeing Tyrese Maxey succeed, excel, whatever words you want to use, works for me. Yeah, whatever word you want to use. He's playing at a high level for this team, and which is great. To me, that's awesome because that's what they needed. They needed a point guard who can play at a high level and get the ball to the big fella and get out the way. And let people come double if they want and knock down an open shot. They got enough guys who knock down shots. Listen, I like the way this is. And I like Andre Drummond as a backup more than I liked Dwight Howard as a backup. And I like Dwight as a backup. I thought losing Dwight was going to be a loss.
Nah, so when that's what I was telling you, I was like, we had to swap. I didn't like Andre. It was crazy because I was like, once again, it's about the system and who's the coach, right?
Right.
So Andre Drummond is a better Doc Rivers guy than he was a Frank Vogel guy. So that's what I was trying to tell you about. I was like, the swap is perfect because all you need is a tall center that can jump out the building and block shots. That's all Dwight Howard does right now. He plays his role. Andre Drummond plays back to the basket. You know what I'm saying? He could do a little, say almost, not everything, almost the same thing Joel Embiid does. So this is a good compliment, but we're going to segue over to football because I got to talk my Eagles real quick. I got stuff I want to say to y'all. For all those that doubted my Eagles, well, hey, look, we here, okay? We here. We here. We gonna get that wild card spot. We gonna make some noise in the playoffs. Okay?
Oh, wait a goddamn! Oh shit!
Yep, I said it here.
I didn't know. I didn't know we was going there. Listen, viewers, I'm gonna tell y'all now. I didn't know that this is the statement he was about to make. Like listen, if he say the S word, just know it's not me.
Oh,
because I'm not
saying that.
I'm not going.
Hey,
listen,
in my defense,
he already said the P word, and I definitely wasn't saying that. I'm still not saying that.
Yeah,
so
no, I said we could. I honestly think we can make the wild card spot in the NFC. In the NFC, absolutely. In the NFC, because you got to think who we have coming up. Like we thought, like the Saints were going to get it at one point. That we know that's done deal right there. I'm sorry, but
we just beat them. Yeah, we just beat them. I mean, I look at the remaining schedule, and it's a lot of winnable games. Mm-hmm. But the fact that I look at the schedule also and say, you look at the Giants and you look at Washington, we always split them games. Like it's never like we never sweep them games.
So my thing is, if I can get one, like the Giants, you know, we usually expect the Giants. It's the Redskins we usually have an issue with. It be the Redskins for real, because the Giants usually like we can like you've seen the record. I think we like won like the last 8 of 10 or something like that. So like Giants is like, even though it's Giants week, you know, this is one of my favorite weeks right here. But outside of Cowboys week, but
yeah, I'm about to say Cowboys week is my favorite week. You know, that's my favorite week.
But because I don't see like
Right, like
this last game watching the Cowboys though, I ain't gonna lie, they look vulnerable. They
do. They listen.
so
They
that's
do.
why
I'm
I
not
was
gonna
like,
say.
So
I mean,
it makes me think
this remaining schedule, they can win. They can actually win out. They could. They got the Giants Sunday.
They won't.
They won't, but
they could.
they got the
So
Giants Sunday.
what's your record? What's your record prediction there? Because they lost 5 games now. Is it 5?
Yeah, 5.
4 or 5, right?
Yeah, they got 5 losses. So
that's 9 games, and we have 8 more games left. So,
well, we got how many games left? Hold up. 1, 2,
8,
3,
right?
4, 5. We got 6 games left.
Hmm?
We got 6 games left. Sunday
Sunday
versus the Giants.
5, right?
You got Sunday versus the Giants. You got the Jets after that. You got the bye week, and then you got Giants. You got Giants, Jets, Washington, Cowboys. Yeah.
So how many games have we played already?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh yeah, we played 11 games.
Yeah.
Oh, we are a week 11. I'm tripping. So wait, what's our record there?
Our record is 5-6. We're 5-6.
Oh,
we got 6 losses.
Oh, okay. That's what I was saying. Okay, I said 4 or 5. That's what I was like.
Yeah, no, 5-6.
Okay,
5-6.
That's what I was at. Well, yeah. Okay, so I'm looking at So I would hope we beat the Giants. That's a dub.
Mm-hmm.
If we could beat the Giants and the Jets, this winning streak is kind of messing with my head right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Listen, it's a surprise.
But I will say this. So what I did pull up earlier when we were talking is there it is. So for the regular season, right now, I don't like it, but regular season, Jalen Hurts has 2,360 passing yards, 13 touchdowns and 5 interceptions with a 90 passer rating. That's not bad. As much as everybody's like, oh my gosh, like, oh, he's a glorified, like, he's on track, if I were to put it, because he started off throwing the ball. Remember, we weren't running the ball. That's where all his numbers really came from.
Right.
But they're playing to his strengths, which I like. It's a whole bunch of read option and play action. And that's what I was saying. Like, I was like, well, because he could throw. Crazy part is that everybody's like, he can't throw. He been throwing bombs lately, like bombs.
Or whatever. Better. He's gotten better. I'm going to give him that. He's gotten better.
So my thing is, what I tell everybody, because everybody's ready to judge him, is that he's been in the league for 5 years. And I would say, like, technically, this is full first season. Like, his full first season. Hell, he didn't even play the last game of the last season. So, like, this is really his first.
I'm going to ask you a question after you finish your statement. I'm going to ask you a question because I got to know your statement. I got to know your feelings on this. Go ahead.
But I would say, me personally, I just like how he finally made an adjustment, took the Detroit Lions to have us run the ball a whole lot of times. But, like, as far as like his grade, I think he ranks number 1 in fantasy points for quarterback. That's what to say a lot. Like, so Jalen Hurts is not a bad quarterback. Everyone's like, because a game manager to me is like who we compare it to, a Tyrod Taylor. That's a game manager. And he's not no Tyrod Taylor. He's putting up on paper. When you look at it, it's like, oh wow, you could. I don't know if you're on Twitter a lot, but everybody and their mama comparing him. Is like a. Oh, why?
My fault.
I was like, wait a minute. Hey, but the biggest thing is everybody's comparing to Lamar Jackson, like his stats on paper, and it's kind of weird, bro. Like you look at his stats, you're like, it don't look like that. You know what I'm saying? It never looks like that or whatever, but it's actually like. He's up there, and then like Donovan McNabb, I think has shared like his stats for his first something odd game, and Jalen Hurts or whatever. I was like, first of all, he didn't have the arm talent like you did, but he definitely got the wheels for it though. But I mean, the arm talent, nah, bro.
So do you think he's a franchise quarterback?
It honestly depends, Reggie. To be honest with you, it honestly depends because the franchise quarterback because we all, for instance, Jared Goff was supposed to be the franchise quarterback for the Rams. When they had the team built around him, he looked like the guy. When the team fell apart, he didn't have a running game, whatever. He looked like another basic ass quarterback. So my thing is, if we can, once again, we always talk about this. If we go into this draft, and all I want after first round is one more wide receiver, just one more. Everything else needs to go on defense.
You better draft three defensive players. You better draft three defensive players. Listen,
okay, so
if he's the franchise quarterback, you don't draft nothing on offense this year in the first round. You got 3 picks. You draft all defense. You build this defense. You get you some linebackers. You get you another corner. But you don't draft. You better not draft a receiver. You better not draft no damn running backs in the first round.
Nah,
I think an offensive lineman maybe.
So listen, here it is. I hate to say it, Jalen Reagor's a bust.
I mean, everybody do that. That's not breaking news.
I'm saying it's breaking news to Howie. So
I mean, he's stupid. I mean, he drafted JJ Arcega-Whiteside. So again,
he's still on the roster. Oh,
why?
I don't even talk about that.
Oh, my bad. He's a tight end now. He's not a wide receiver. He's a tight end now.
True story. But why?
Fuck you. Eagles, I'll tell you.
But no, I was gonna say I do like that. I do like the 3 defensive picks. I do. I hope so. I really do. If that's the case, if you are going to do it, it has to be a wide receiver or offensive lineman because Jason Kelce is not getting. He's getting up there. As much as I love to see him play forever, he's getting up there. I need somebody, a first round talent that can actually hey, Jason Kelce, hey, look, he's gonna be your replacement. Okay, he's gonna be the guy. So hopefully, hey, we stole Jordan Mailata. I don't know how we did it, but we stole him.
It was good. That was a great draft. That was the best pick, probably the best pick of that draft. To be honest,
yeah, that man is a monster. I was watching the yeah. But as far as the just the whole NFL as it goes, it was interesting to see my boy Tyler Heineke. I like his story, man. He putting on for them Deadskins. I ain't gonna lie, he putting on. I don't like it, but he was doing his thing.
Cam is back. You heard what Cam said, "I'm back." Man,
as living in Charlotte, that was a big deal for me. I was there. I moved in. Well, I got started high school or graduated high school rather when Cam got drafted. So I remember his first game. We all went to see his first game while I came back from basic training. And so I remember how the city was hyped and he threw for 400 yards.
Yeah.
And ran for them touchdowns. Oh, that's 70. Man, I was there for that. So this for him, what he meant to the city of Charlotte. That was a big deal. A lot of people came his home game or whatever. A lot of people were back for that. So that was love. Yeah, Cameron's back, which changes things now because I had the Saints and the Buccaneers running away with it. But if Tam is injecting life into this squad, well, I don't know.
I still got the Bucs running away with that division.
Running away,
time is time.
I don't bet against Tom no more. Never again.
Time is time. I'm cool. Time is time. That's all I'm gonna say. As far as my Eagles, I'm still not fully sold. I like how they're running the ball. I think that has been the best thing they could have ever did was put the ball in the running back's hands and let that offensive line just plow through people. Take your 3 to 5 yards of carry. And then you throw on second or third down with a shorter down marker. I think that worked perfectly for them. I'm not sold on the defense. I still think the linebackers stink.
But that's secondary though.
I feel like the secondary has gotten a lot better over the season. Big Play Slay has been exactly his name. That's my guy. He's got the highest rating at quarterback right now. When they got him, I said he was the guy. I believed in Big Play Slay. I believe he was that guy. I felt like the defensive coordinator didn't just know how to use him. I'm happy to see the defense blitzing. Again,
when they blitzed last week, I said, "What the heck was that?" And they did it again. I said, "Oh,
yeah." Yeah, so
But
I'm happy
but
to see
the fact
that.
that the crazy part is the fact that we got people to do it though. Like, like we got some. The
Right.
crazy part is our linebackers might stick in covers, but blitzing, they're fast as ever. Like
Yeah.
we got some
Listen,
fast linebackers. Like I was like, bro, like why
they just
couldn't
can't
we
cover,
been doing this? They
and they
can't
can't
cover nothing.
and they can't read running plays though. Like they can't read running plays. They get blocked very easily. So that right there, those two things is why I say you got to draft a linebacker. I kind of feel like they should have drafted Michael Parsons, whatever his name is, with the Dallas.
I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that because the ball came from where I used to live at. Okay. I don't want to talk about why he's not on a. He grew up an Eagles fan. He got drafted by the Cowboys. Oh,
but I thought he grew up a Cowboys
fan.
fan. I thought he grew up a Cowboys fan.
He lived in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Trust me when I
Yeah,
say.
but he said in his interview,
I know
draft
what
night,
he said. I know what the ball said. The ball grew up an Eagles fan. Trust me when I say he said that because he found out the Eagles passed out on him. That's why he was upset. When they made that trade, he already knew what time it was. Trust me when I
listen,
say I got sources.
I'm gonna let you have it. I don't know. I'm gonna let you. Listen, you the guy from Harrisburg. So I'm gonna let you have it.
The crazy part is we had like a little group chat from like some of the old heads or whatever, and we were like, "Yo, boy, Mike, he got to go to the Eagles, bro. Like it's really crazy." So when they made the trade, we were sitting there like, "I think the Cowboys about to get Michael Parsons." And I was just like, "I'm gonna be sick." But yeah, you look, man, like he looks like he balling. I can't lie. I always big shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Like he doing his thing.
I'm not upset with what we got in the draft though. DeVonta Smith is a baller. Like he's a baller, and I'm happy with him.
I'm so proud.
Listen,
I'm so proud of that.
Who I ain't happy with is the guy they drafted last year, because you wouldn't.
Oh yeah.
You could have still drafted DeVonta Smith, and you could have had Justin Jefferson. Could you see that on the outside on both sides? Justin Jefferson and DeVonta Smith on the outsides.
Pick your poison.
You pick your poison. Who's about to torch you? But instead, we got Jalen Reagor, who can't even get off the line of scrimmage and is returning punts. He was good. He was a great draft pick because he can return punts. That's what Howie said. Listen. Again,
he was. Once again, I will say though, Howie wasn't lying. Like he was a nice punt returner. But you don't draft his statement was wrong.
He hasn't returned anything on punts. What has he done on punts?
His statement is wrong. He was like, who we drafted because he was a good punt returner. So like that's what I had an issue with. Like, what did you just say, sir? You don't draft punt. That's why Tyreek Hill went in the 6th, 7th round because he was a glorified punt returner. That's exactly why you drafted him in the 6th, 5th, 6th, 7th round. Go get your little fast guy with some little legal trouble. Go grab him up, and he gonna run the ball back for you. That's it.
Listen,
but, man,
I'm over Howie Roseman. I'm over Jeffrey Lurie. He needs to sell the team. Howie needs to be fired as GM. I'm tired of both of them. But we'll see how this plays out. Because I got a feeling, and I'm gonna say this because with the Miami pick, I got a feeling they're gonna do something that's just going to send the city on fire. I feel like they're going to draft a quarterback, and they're going to draft a kid from Pittsburgh. I just don't listen. I'm telling you now, when it happens, just know you heard it here first. I said what I said.
I do believe they're going to draft a quarterback. It's not going to be the ball from Pitt. It's going to be the ball from Pitt. It's going to be Malik Willis.
No.
Or Sam Howell.
It's going to be the ball from Pitt. Because you don't go watch him play more than once for no reason. You don't go to Pittsburgh for no reason just to go watch him play. And you the GM. You got scouts for that. You let your scouts do that. When the GM does it, and he does it more than once, that's a sign right there that he don't believe in Jalen Hurts the way he said. But again, he never did believe in Jalen Hurts. That was Jeffrey Lurie, who liked Jalen Hurts. So again,
don't worry about it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Jalen Hurts about to get shipped over to freaking for the Texans to just get Deshaun Watson. That's my bold take.
That's your bold take.
Well, send up 2 draft picks of Jalen Hurts and a future second just to go get Deshaun Watson sit on the bench for 8 games.
Oh man, so here we go. We're gonna move right along on this clock, man. We're gonna move into a real serious topic. We're gonna talk about Mr. Kyle Rittenhouse, the young man who was found not guilty on all charges of underage carrying a gun, assault with a deadly weapon. His charges go on and on. Like, he was found not guilty on all counts. I just don't like when the evidence proves that he was wrong. Like, they're saying that he was in self-defense, but he was underage carrying an assault rifle. And it's underage carrying an assault rifle. Automatically, he should serve time just for that alone. But they threw that charge out. I just don't understand. Listen, if that would have been me, if that had been one of my sons, they wouldn't have got that luxury of getting that charge thrown out. They would have faced all that time.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I was saying the same thing. Like, I'm not no lawyer or nothing, but this don't make no sense to me.
Nah, like the whole situation doesn't make any sense at all. The young man gets away with killing people. I mean, killing people is killing people. Like, I don't care if they black, white, whatever. You killed 3 people. You committed murder. You're trying to say it was self-defense. You're trying to say you were protecting protesters, or you were, I forget how you tried to spin it, but in the end, he got away with it. He got off. Not really the biggest fan of that. Like, you can't tell me that he deserved to get off on any of the counts. On any of them. He didn't deserve to get off on none of them, man. And that just goes to show you. Right. It goes to show you.
Look at me trying to take this slang. But hey, it just goes to show, like, so the crazy part is I always tell people when it comes to these trials or whatever, like, I have to honestly take it right to Trayvon. Like, Trayvon proved to me that legit you can play a police officer, shoot some innocent kid, and get off a murder. After I seen that, anything goes for me. I don't get mad at anyone. I don't try to protest.
Right.
Because, like, just like if Derek Chauvin or whatever his name is, to do it stepped on George Floyd's neck, if he would have got off, I wouldn't be surprised. Even though they had the whole tape or whatever, the reason why I feel like he got charged because it was like the whole world got to see it. Just like how Selma happened. It was on TV and everybody got to see it, like, nationally broadcast, like, whole snap. But yeah, I don't even get upset. I get surprised. Segueing into what's his name? Ahmaud what?
Ahmaud Arbery.
How his killers, they got charged and convicted.
And that I'm surprised about. Sorry to say, I'm surprised. In the culture and the world that we live in, I'm completely surprised that they were found guilty today. All praise to God for that they were found guilty, that they did, that the jury, the lawyers, everybody did their part to make sure these men were found guilty. Listen, rest in peace to that young man. I hope your soul is at peace because your killers were found guilty. I hope your family can live with it. I hope your family finds some peace inside of that because they were found guilty. That is a step in the right direction to give people hope that when something does happen, that the legal system will go on their side. I don't always think it goes our way, but this one time it did, and extremely, extremely happy that it did.
Yeah, I'm about to say I was more so like just surprised.
Oh yeah, absolutely surprised.
Because if they would have got, like, that's like one of those things, like, it's like certain instances, and I feel like this is probably politics or what happens, like, if they get off, like after this whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing, one, like you talking about protests and all that again, it's gonna get real ugly. So,
Yeah,
but like, so it was just like one of those things. Like, enough is enough. Like, I'm tired of talking about it. Like at this point, like we had a discussion at work in a EO class, equal opportunity class, and I was just telling people, it was like, black people are tired of talking. We try to do this whole piece. Let's have meetings. Let's talk it out. Like, no, because here's the proof is in the pudding at this point. Like,
yeah,
keep on. Stuff is happening. It's never ending cycle. Murder, something happens real bad. The offenders or whatever, they get like, I don't know, get off or whatever. And it's like a never ending cycle. And it's like, yo, like at this point, like we become uh numb to it at some point. It's like, oh, they got off, man, that's crazy. Life just keeps on going. We don't even, at least I do anyway. I don't get hurt because that's what I expect. I don't expect justice at this point. That's what I should say. I don't expect it. I'm always surprised when justice does happen or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
But I'm glad, you know what I'm saying, everything did work out, hopefully. I know it's never gonna stop, but hopefully, you know what I'm saying, justice will prevail, hopefully. That's all I can hope for. I mean, if it doesn't, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. But yeah, man. But let's talk about another serious topic though. Young Dolph.
Yeah,
Young
man,
Dolph.
we're going to address the killing of Young Dolph. May he rest in peace. Memphis rapper Young Dolph was killed over a week ago outside of a cookie shop in his hometown of Memphis, Tennessee. So what they're saying is that he was going to the cookie shop to get his mom some cookies, and he was killed. Um, no real other details have been said, but like when he always comes home, he always stops at that cookie spot to get his mom some cookies. Um, this is a sad situation, man. Like he was a promising young rapper who, I mean, like these other young rappers who've been killed, it kind of looks weird because he's one of the ones who owned his own masters. He was in business for himself, and he's not here anymore. And all I would say anybody who listens to Young Dolph or likes his music or didn't like or wants to support him, the best thing you can do right now is buy his music on iTunes or buy his music on Spotify, wherever you play, or play his streams, because all that money goes to his family because he owned his masters. So make sure, like, if y'all gonna do that, do it right and play his music. Same thing like with Nip, same thing with the other rappers who passed who own their masters. Like, make sure you keep playing their music. Get them that love they need. Like, their family gonna need that. This is a tragic situation, man. Like, and I feel bad for that cookie shop because that cookie shop has been out of business since that day. They've taken death threats. The employees in there were taking death threats because of what happened, and I guess people whoever did the killing, they was threatening them for being witnesses, like because they saw it. Like, it's just a sad situation, man. And I'm really tired of young Black men getting killed and senseless acts for no reason. Like, it's a lot of that going on here in Philly, where, like, just to even touch on this subject, a young woman was killed the other night, leaving a baby shower who was pregnant. Like, what are you guys out here doing? Like, y'all just killing people to kill people now. Like, this is crazy. Like, we killing our own. Like, we're not even killing other races. We killing our own.
Which I'm about to say, what pisses me off about all this, man, is like, so the reason why I was upset, I was hurt by this one, because Dolph was one of the dudes that I listened to from his mixtapes on up or whatever. I remember when I was in Fort Irwin the first time. One of my boys, shout out to my boy Burrows. He put me on the Dolph. We were at like coming back from PT or whatever. He's like, "Yo, you heard this dude named Young Dolph?" And I was like, "What kind of dumb name is that?" And we were in there jamming or whatever for like right after PT. We were in there jamming to him, and I got hooked. I was playing Dolph everything. So Dolph has always been in my playlist. for a while. And like just the stuff I love when rappers go back. And it's crazy because he was on an interview with was it Noriega?
I believe so.
And Noriega was like, "Hey, yo, be careful."
I think it was
Because
Drink. I think he was on Drink Champs. Yeah, I think he was on Drink Champs.
he was telling like, "Yo, be careful," because like it's cool to be like from your city or whatever and give it back, but like not living there because people hate on you. And it's so wild to me because like Pop Smoke, Mo, uh, Nip, now like him, like just to name a few, but like yeah, Juice WRLD. There's a lot of people that like gone, the rappers or whatever. Like, but Dolph, I feel like was always different just for the impact he had. He put on Key Glock. A lot of people don't really listen to him like that, or if they
Right.
don't, I do. I like Key Glock, but like he put people on. Like he was always giving back to people.
Listen,
And then like
he bought homes, low income homes for the whole community. Like he
I
was,
was about to say, you see his real estate joint.
yeah, like
His portfolio crazy. Like his
his
real estate,
portfolio is amazing.
his real estate like show him like he had how many like how much land and like properties he owns. Like, but he was smart. Like he invested his money. He was like him and his wife, I think. Well, I don't know if his wife girlfriend, but he was like a dad, like a dad. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Family dude or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was just like watching some of his old interviews or whatever. I was like, yo, the crazy, like some of the knowledge that he was putting out of what to do or whatever. But yeah, you just gotta stop. People just gotta stop hating for real. For real. This is just irritating because now at this point, like you try to rob people, you just try to like say like, oh, I did this or I did that. Like really about for Dolph of all people, like does Dolph talk
Somebody who
trash?
gave
Absolutely.
somebody who gave back to the city, like his team had to go forward and put on the circuit drive that he does every year. Like his team had to do that without him there. Like they still had to do it. Like, and they did it. And that shows you what type of team he had too. Like, yo, listen, we still gonna make this happen for you. Like, here or not here, we're gonna make this happen. And you know, I wish a lot of these young brothers put these guns down and just figure out other ways to handle situations. Like this culture of I can't take a loss is just crazy. Like, you know, you can take like
Stupid.
You can take a loss and still be here the next day. Like, you know, like you can still be here the next day.
But it's crazy because I was talking to one of my old heads I grew up with, and he was saying like we were talking, and he was like how it got crazy back home, and he was saying like certain people like rappers or whatever, you didn't mess with. Like they were untouchable. You had a basketball player that came out of your hood or whatever, they're untouchable. You don't try to rob them. Everybody already knew what was up. Like they're protected. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like that's null and void at this point. You know what I'm saying? You say the differences, you know, a lot of stuff. Like even if they were shooting back in the day, like there's certain people that are just used to and mess with, regardless of what the situation was or whatever. It's just like, but this goes back to the nitty gritty. Like, why do I feel like as African Americans we have to hate on everybody so hard? Like we can't just be like, yo, that boy made it. We put it like I've never seen it to where like people legit everybody like, well he got money, he moved. Yeah, heck yeah. I tell people all the time, I'm I'm not coming back home. I live outside the city, you know what I'm saying? I live a couple cities away, but people love to say, oh, you know, like I'll Philly through and through. I'm gonna stay here till the day I die. Good kudos. I got money, I'm
Yeah.
moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm not staying here. Like I'm not. Why would I raise a family in a place that I knew what it was like for me growing up? I gotta get out of here. I gotta move. I gotta move. I think that was like I was telling Twyla about it. I was like, I thought that's what Helen's motivation was. Like she just wanted to get us up out of Harrisburg. Like as bad as Harrisburg was getting, you know what I'm saying? She was like, we gotta go. And first,
Yeah.
of course, we were little, we didn't understand it, but at the same time, it's like, all right, bet. Like, I'm glad she did because I'm like, yeah, I grew up there. Absolutely, I'll go back to visit, you know, pop my head in or whatever. But I'm not. Hell no, I ain't going back. No. And I feel
Yeah.
you got to that point because people look at you, they're successful, either you too good for giving handouts, or crazy part is like Dolph was doing all that though. He had money, he was giving it back.
He was giving back.
So like for the fact that he was killing over like what? Like for nothing.
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know, man. It's sad though. It's really, really sad. Another young black male gone who was trying to get back to his community and do right by his people. And it's like we can't do right for our own, man. Like it's sad. It's just sad.
Yep.
So we gonna go back to the beginning of the show where we was at earlier. We're gonna talk to lighten it up a little bit, lighten the mood up, man. Get off this somber stuff. We're gonna talk about this holiday that's coming up. Big day coming up tomorrow, Turkey Day, people. Turkey Day.
Absolutely.
All right, man. You can ask me a question that you asked me earlier so I can re-answer it.
How about that? I got a few questions up there. So the first question I have for you is what's your non-negotiable must-have for Thanksgiving? What's your dish that you gotta have?
Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Same here. I gotta have my mac and cheese. I never had a Thanksgiving without it.
Yeah. Nah.
But yeah. I would say, what's a tradition that your family usually does on Thanksgiving?
So my family on like my parent, my dad, their tradition is everybody goes to my stepsister's house. That's their tradition. Their tradition is everybody goes to my stepsister's house and all the kids get together and everybody's having a good time. My traditions in my own household is normally we go to your dad's house.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is at your dad's house. Christmas is at my house. So I don't know if that's happening this year, but but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, but it's just, you know, just getting together with everybody, man, and having a good time, man. Eating, drinking, relaxing, enjoying family and friends and loved ones and the kids and all that good stuff, man. Wish you was coming home, man, so I could see my cousin face to face. This show could have been live face to face, and that would have been a better show. But my guy,
it would be interesting.
My guy is still over there, across the water. He ain't coming home no time soon. Definitely wish my guy was coming home, man. We've had some good holidays together. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, we had some holidays, well. But I think my tradition, like here, so growing up with, you know what I'm saying, it was saying what you were thankful for. Like people just went around to say what you're thankful for. Yeah. So I personally have continued that tradition in the household. And like people in the house just go around to say what you're thankful for the year so far. And then now go back home. Like the biggest thing is is like the traditions, but the dishes. Like certain dishes are made that you knew were gonna be made, like non-negotiable. Like of course mac and cheese, but like my parents, you know what I'm saying, they do the sweet potato fluff.
Yeah, that's a non-negotiable too. Going around your dad's house, that's definitely a non-negotiable. That's got to be on the table.
And usually he does his cornbread and greens. Yeah, those are like, so like for us, that's our traditions. Like we don't really like at football. Like usually we just sit back and just watch football or whatever. And drink a
little bit. You can't leave out the drinking part. We do a lot of drinking that day.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
And on that note, I gotta go to the liquor store right after this Zoom, right after this pod.
Man. But and I think the last thing is I just want to put a disclaimer out there. I said this before. Hey, for all those people that cannot cook, this is not your day to cook. Okay, I just want to put it out. This ain't your day.
It's a professional day.
It's a professional day. Y'all can try like Labor Day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do something like that. But don't mess up Thanksgiving. Y'all lucky I ain't. I don't bring me no food and tell me to taste it. You know dang well.
That's what we
You
do.
ain't. Oh man, Google a recipe before talk about something. I'm gonna make the greens.
You know, Google got all the
well.
recipes, man. Google got all the recipes. Man. You go Google everything.
All right. Nah, man. If you ain't got a little flubber up under your arm when you're making that mac and cheese, dog, I don't want it.
Little flubber under your arm.
Yeah. If you ain't got arthritis, the greens ain't gonna kick right. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain things like
yo, somebody get him,
you know
man. Somebody get him.
I need some things to be right. And your
Somebody
turkey
get
bleeds,
him.
man. That ain't it, but that joint's still alive, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
you know what I've come to love on Thanksgiving now is deep fried turkey.
yeah, absolutely. Actually, we're having that tomorrow. We got oven baked, and we're gonna do a deep fried too. So
yeah. I mean, you gotta have some deep fried turkey. I don't feel like doing
turkey.
one.
That deep fried turkey hit.
Yeah, it hits. It hits, especially if it's done right. Yeah, man, but man, we going I guess we gonna end this show, man. We've talked about everything we wanted to talk about. We gave y'all a pre-Thanksgiving show, man. I hope everyone enjoys their Thanksgiving holiday. Yeah, we live still. I hope you guys enjoyed your Thanksgiving holiday. I hope you enjoy every bit of it. I hope it's everything you needed to be. I hope you guys are thankful for something. Not just the food, but I hope there's something in your life that you're thankful for. I know I want to
What are you thankful for?
Oh, I knew you was about to do that to me. I knew you was about to do that to me.
I mean, you over there, you Bishop Ridge, Bishop Ridge.
So I am thankful this year. I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my marriage. I'm thankful for these kids who at sometimes drive me insane. But I'm thankful that everyone is still here, man. I'm thankful that through ups and downs, everything is everything. And life is good, man. I can't say nothing else, man. I'm very thankful and very happy, man. How about you, cuz? What you thankful for?
Well, first I want to thank Reggie for agreeing to go half on this podcast with me, because dog. Because I was looking at some of the other hosts and I'm glad I made the decision I made. Shout out to all the people I interviewed for the job. Now I'm just playing. Hey, for real though, I'm gonna say the podcast was a big thing for me personally because I got into YouTube because I was bored over here. I had nothing I want to do something like on YouTube, and this is a good segue. I want to thank for my neighbors that turned into family. Shout out to AV and Arian and the fam, aka the other Butlers. They're gonna be coming over tomorrow too, but they've been like a family out here. Everybody knows me. I'm a family-oriented guy, so Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, my favorite holidays. I always get homesick. It's bad. I really do. I get homesick, and so like with them, it's been a little bit easier to deal with a lot of things like birthdays. Like for instance, hope they watch this so they can know I shouted them out. But like my birthday, we had just met. And they threw me a dirty 30 birthday party. Like we had just met. So they threw me a birthday party. And it came together within like a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? So it was like something that.
That's dope.
Yeah. So it was like something like that. I was always a bit appreciative for. I'm thankful for health. Honestly. Me personally, I've been dealing with a little cold right now, but it could have been a lot worse. I see people in formations around here getting COVID left and right. COVID is real. I've seen it firsthand. So I'm thankful I haven't got it. Nobody in my family's got it. Knock on wood. But yeah, and then also like just a quick little testimony. Deuce was diagnosed with epilepsy a few months ago, and so you know what I'm saying. Everybody knows what epilepsy is. It's not bad seizures. It's like still small focal seizures, but still it was scary for us as parents. So, but I could say, what's today's date? He's been without a seizure or anything like that with his medication for about a good month and some change now. So, like, that was a big day for me. We got out of control. We know what it is. We're working on it. We good. but that was like a big thing over here. Like, as far as adjusting and being away from family and being in a foreign country and all that good stuff. But the
Right.
fact that we got under control and all that good stuff, that was a big deal for me. Yeah, last but not least, I'm probably thankful for thankful for my wife. Probably make sure I say that on the podcast. But that was a big thing coming out here. We just like us leaning on each other just a little bit more than we had in the States. It was easy just like you got family, you got friends around you, but here it's just you and her, me and her, I should say.
Right.
So it was, we had to figure out everything on our own. So with that being said, like I don't think I would have made it this almost a year out here
Right.
without her. I probably would have lost my mind for real, for real. But with that being said, but yeah, that's what I'm thankful for. And they probably go ahead and same thing tomorrow. We'll talk about this tomorrow around the dinner table. But yeah, that's what I'm thankful for.
Yeah, I got one more I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for my friends, and I'm definitely thankful for this podcast. And I don't want to leave that out, and I don't want to leave that untouched. Cause you are my guy. Like you definitely are more than a cousin to me. And I'm definitely thankful for you. You're somebody I can turn to, talk to about anything at any time. You don't even care about the time most times. Because we on this 6 hour difference, you don't even care. Like you a wild boy sometimes, and I don't even understand.
Hey, first
you really
of all, don't
don't
we put my
care.
business out there. Don't we put my business out there.
But this is really my guy. Like, and I'm really thankful for this podcast. I'm really thankful for him being the co-host that he is. I mean, yeah, it's a struggle sometimes just finding times where we can do this together and do it the way we want to do it. But
yeah,
it definitely has been an amazing ride so far. Again, we're also thankful for you viewers. Everybody who watches the pod, everybody who comments, everybody who leaves us suggestions. Yo, we are super thankful to y'all.
Absolutely.
Please keep commenting. Please keep writing us. Please keep telling us how we can improve the show for y'all. We love every second of it. We take everything in. We listen. We try to add things. I know y'all really be wanting us to move the sports to the end of the show, but I'm sorry to tell y'all, like we like to talk about that first. We like to get that out the way, man, so we can talk about the more serious topics at the end. It's been a great ride so far, man, and I'm just thankful for that. We are thankful for y'all. So, JB the Kid One, you got any closing remarks before we get out of here today?
Hey, I just want to say I appreciate that soliloquy you just gave me just now, and I don't know if I was a seeing thing, but it looked like his face was leaking, y'all. I ain't gonna tell nobody. But nah, hey man, like you said, I do appreciate the viewers, the listeners, and all the subscribers to all of our what do we call it? I guess I don't know what you call it.
Our socials, our podcast, all that.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Because like I said, without y'all, honestly, we'd be talking to nobody. All right. So serious note, thank y'all. Side note, let's put a little plug in there. I have a new business venture, clothing line, et cetera, et cetera. I might be pushing out pretty soon. It's called Now. So I'll just be on the lookout for it. It's gonna be coming up pretty soon. Probably 2022. So look out for that. That's what I put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Me and my boy AV. Shout out to AV.
All right. New ventures coming along. Hey, B&B merchandise will be coming in 2022 as well. B&B on the Clock merchandise will be coming to us in 2022. So be on the lookout for that as well, man. Listen, we got a couple more shows before the end of this year. I know we haven't been pumping out the content every week like we originally started, but we've also got lives to some things that have been happening where we couldn't actually do weekly shows the way we want to. But just know we are still on the clock and we are still trying to get this content out to y'all as much as we can. Mm-hmm. So we'd like to thank y'all for watching today, B&B on the Clock. For all our first-time watchers, first-time listeners, last-time listeners, last-time watchers, man, we thank you. Please follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, you name it. iHeartRadio. We on all streaming platforms, man. For the coach and JB the Kid 1, we out of here. Enjoy your holiday.
Peace out, and God bless.
Well, you added a whole new one today.